Am I the arsehole for not publicly announcing my intentions to keep my maiden name and for walking out mid-conversation with my new in-laws? I, 35 female, and my husband, 37 male, got married a year ago, and we made a decision, one we both agreed upon. I would keep my last name. It never occurred to me that I needed to make an announcement about it. It was simply our choice, something that felt right for us. At our wedding, the pastor introduced us simply as Mr. John and Mrs. Jane. No last name was mentioned. I thought nothing of it. But at some point, I mentioned to my sister-in-law that I was keeping my name. I never imagined it would turn into an issue. Whether she told my in-laws intentionally to stir conflict or simply in passing, I'll never know. After our honeymoon, we settled into our new home, and my in-laws invited us over for what I thought would be a pleasant first visit as a married couple. But the moment we sat down, my father-in-law's expression turned serious. We need to have a conversation. He launched into a speech about how his last name was powerful, respected in his community, and how people would automatically regard me differently if I carried it. I was stunned. I struggled to find my words, feeling blindsided. But when I did, I calmly explained my reasons. It's complicated and expensive to change all my legal documents. My last name is unique. I've never met anyone outside of my family who has it. And most importantly, my home business and degree are all established under my current name. My mother-in-law dismissed my concerns. It didn't cost me anything to change my name when I got married. But that was 40 years ago. Things change. My father-in-law pushed further, comparing me to another daughter-in-law who had taken their name despite having the same degree as me. No matter what I said, it didn't seem to matter. I was met with resistance at every turn. I felt my throat tighten, tears welling in my eyes. It was too much. They weren't listening. They weren't trying to understand. I stood up. I don't need to justify my decision any further. My voice cracked, but I held my ground. I turned to leave. I'm just trying to have a conversation. My father-in-law threw his hands up in a mock surrender, as if I had somehow been unreasonable. But to me, it didn't feel like a conversation. It felt like an attack. And so I walked away.